Hello, welcome to Speak Easy. So right now I'm in the office. Let's do a little chit chat as we mark scripts. We are marking scripts, all right? So this is the season for exams, okay? Those that are in their SS3, that's senior secondary 3 in Nigeria and some parts of Africa. They are writing their West African examination, okay? And let's talk about some things, okay? Feel free to join us. Let's discuss. Why do most students find it difficult to write the exams? Why is it difficult for most of them to write on their own? Most of them don't even have the confidence to approach the exams. And now that we have new policies, I see a lot of them fidget. There is so much fear out there. What do you think is the problem? Why is it so? Let's talk about all of that in this live stream. Do well to join us, okay? I am Omofred. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, you are very welcome. And by the way, I teach English language and literature. All right. One of the new policies that I so much love about the Y this time around is that, you know, the students have different question papers. Their names and their numbers are also printed on the questions. So the idea or the malpractice of copying directly from other students will be curbed, at least to some extent, with that. Because when you know that whatever you're answering is not the same as what another person is answering, it will help you to buckle up and at least prepare for the exams. So I believe that strategy will also help to curb examination malpractice. Okay, and then also I love this idea of them providing some basic writing materials like the calculators and mathematical instruments, and it eases the stress. So there is no more complaint of I want to get a pen from someone, I want to get this, I want to get that, because you have already been provided with all those things. All right. So I love all of this, and I'm here encouraging if you're also a student, if you're currently a student writing these exams, you do not have to panic. You do not, all what you need to do is to prepare. All right. Here we learn every day, so you open yourself up to learning. In my channel, right here in my channel, I teach English language. I teach about how to pronounce word correctly. I teach about some concepts, especially essay writing. I also teach about comprehension. How can you write your essay? How can you summarize your work perfectly? I teach all of that in this my channel. So I hope that will also, I believe that will be something you should be interested in. So do all to subscribe, okay? But back to our students. As a teacher, I have discovered that most students now are not even serious, at least judging from my locality, I mean, where I'm from, Nigeria precisely. I have discovered that most students in the public schools are not serious, especially with subjects like English language. They believe it is very easy. What is there in English language? We can write and pass. But then when the result comes, the failure is always alarming. They believe that English language is all about you speaking. Yes, speaking is part of it, but how about the grammar part? How about your comprehension? Can you write a good summary? Do you know how to summarize your work? So if you have someone that is in this class or in these classes, that's from grade 7, then you should encourage them to start practicing how to write. They should learn simple skills of paragraphing. How can they build correct sentence structures? How can they avoid some grammatical errors in their sentences? These are the basics. All right. And for those of them that may not know, exams, especially in the comprehension, especially in the essay part, you will be scored on 5 parameters. We have what we call content. Under the content, When you are asked a question, you are expected to answer exactly how that question or whatever that question demands. For example, if you are asked to write about examination malpractice, you are expected to dwell on examination malpractice first. That is the content. Then the next parameter will be judged is what we call organization. Is your work organized from paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3, and the rest? Okay, and how can you even achieve this? One way to get your work organized is to start with a good outline. This is one thing I do not fail to emphasize with my learners. Even if you're not a student and you want to write something comprehensive, something coherent, then you should always start with an outline. Break down that topic into simple units, group them into paragraphs. Let each of those tiny points be developed into your paragraphs. If you're writing about malpractice, like I said, then you know your opening paragraph should be the introduction where you talk about what is malpractice. You can go in with a survey if you have valid facts, okay? You can also go in with some quotation or real life examples to introduce that topic. That's your paragraph 1, definition of terms. Then your paragraph 2 should follow up with some different types of malpractice. And then you go in with some illustrations and the rest. And when you do this, you discover that your work will build up naturally. You will be able to carry your readers from the very first paragraph to the end. Your ideas will flow naturally. Okay, right now, here, look at this. I'm marking this. And then you ask yourself, did this person really plan this essay? Or is the person just writing as the idea comes? No, that's not how to write. You have a good paragraph organization. Starts with your outline. Then after organization, the next thing is your expression. Are you able to express yourself? Remember, you're not going to be there to explain to your readers, I wanted to say this, or this is what I meant in this place. No. All your explanation should be done in that essay, inside that your paragraph. So you express yourself clearly, use words that are easily understood, avoid slangs. Okay, avoid slangs because most of your readers or even your examiner might not understand what that slang means. So you use correct but simple English language, express yourself and make yourself clear. That is expression. Then the next parameter will be mechanical accuracy. How accurate are you with your punctuation marks? Do you know when to put your full stop? Do you also know when to impute your comma? How about semicolon? Oh, this particular punctuation sign is always abused. Do you know when to use a semicolon and when to use your colon? Or do you also know that semicolon could be substituted with conjunctions like and or? That is, if you want to join two clauses together, you can simply use your semicolon, and that makes the work easier. Something like, I have been coming to school. Instead, oh, thank God. Welcome back. So on the other hand, your colon, that's the two dots, is used to introduce a list of things. So if you want to talk about the list of things, you simply use your colon and then you go ahead and list whatever you want to list. But then as a teacher, I discovered that most of the students, most of our learners do not know how to differentiate between the semicolon and the colon. And these are the little things that will be checked under your mechanical accuracy. Now, these parameters are the same everywhere. Anywhere essay writing is being marked and scored, you will be assessed on these parameters. Your knowledge of the content, do you understand the question? Are you answering accordingly? Organization, are you able to organize your work well? Does your paragraph flows from the first to the end? And then we talk about expression. Were you able to express yourself in your essay? you will be scored that. And then mechanical accuracy. Do you know when to use your capital letters and when to use your small letters? Do you know when to use your punctuation marks and the correct way to use them? You will be assessed. Okay, so do well to prepare well for your exams, whatever exams, whether it is a professional exams or whatever. Remember, it is said that proper preparation precedes poor performance. What that simply means is that if you prepare properly, then you should be able to 99% of the times avoid poor performance. The other 1% is situations you may not be able to avoid, like God forbid, becoming sick, things happening beyond your control. But at least if you prepare well, 99% of the time, you will always deliver. You will always do well. Okay, Jensen Baldwin, I've seen you. Welcome, welcome. Franza, if I've got that right, you're welcome to my live stream. So we are discussing some of the things to take into consideration when you are writing your essay writing. We started earlier by discussing some of the things that um, make students, especially people that are writing their final year exams, to fail. And then we said that most of them are very scared because of the new policies that have been introduced into the WAEC, okay? The WAEC, the body called WAEC, have introduced some good policies that I love, but some students that were not properly prepared are really fidgeting, okay? I had the privilege of talking with some of them, and they are not really prepared. And then so I want to end this live stream by encouraging every one of us, even if you do not have someone that is undergoing any kind of exams, you can always lend your voice, tell them to prepare. Examination malpractice will not take anybody far. You should be able to defend the results you have. It is high time we tackle this and we stop it. Let students know that they are good enough to tackle any exams. Let them know that they can do it. No exam is more difficult than any student, in as much as whatever is being set was part of the scheme you were given. Then it is expected of you to be able to deliver well, to write and to answer, at least to some extent. Okay? So this is our first time going live, and I'm very happy, okay? We have been stuck with 74 subscribers for a very long time, and then for the first time, you're coming live. By the grace of God, we'll be coming live more often. If you're also a new YouTuber, a growing YouTuber like myself, do well to follow. Let's connect. Let's connect so that we can grow together. All right? I will be coming live, let's say, more often now, and then I will always do well to inform you ahead of time, outline whatever we are going to discuss so that we'll make it more comprehensive. It's safe to say that this one was a bit impromptu. I was just trying to see if I will be allowed, because I tried previously to come live and I was not permitted, even with my 74 subscribers. So I just said, why not? Why in the office while you're marking your scripts? Why not try? And I did, and boom, I'm allowed. Okay, so I'll see you next time, where I will schedule a more proper live with all of you. Just know that I love you and I'm willing to grow with you. Goodbye. See you in the next one. Yeah, Bill.